Hey everyone, it's Fofo Tsukiyomi here today with Leo King again for another Versus What If. Say hi.
Hello everyone. I'm back again. Another collab with him. So, alright, let's get into it.
Alright, so we're gonna be talking about Lavinho versus Loki, a more closer matchup as these two are known for dribbling and speed. Let's go into Lavinho first.
The upcoming star for Brazil, and he's the coach for FC Barca. Hold up. So, but is a Brazil professional football player who plays as a forward for Spain's FC Barca. He arrives at Bluelock during the New Eagles League as a master striker / coach for the Spain Stratum. And his person is the upcoming star for Brazil, and he's the coach for FC Barca. Hold up. So, but is a Brazil professional football player who plays as a forward for Spain's FC Barca. He arrives at Bluelock during the New Eagles League as a master striker / coach for the Spain Stratum. And his person is...
Well, that's kind of the opposite for Julian Loki, as he is an energetic but on the right side of life because he is the fastest person in Bluelock, as we know. He is basically Kylian Mbappe of Bluelock. He is untouchable. He smokes the team win and every other team by 5-1. He leads Team PXG for the NEL League. We just learned about his coaching style, as he does not tolerate that bullcrap between Win and Cheeto. He would rather just have two teams, which we'll get into that later today. And his philosophy is it's pass X goal. You gotta counter the ball, pass it, and then score. That's it. Alright, so we're gonna get into the strength side of things because we're now gonna be comparing both of them. So you want to talk about Lavinho's strength?
Okay, so Lavinho, he was in his first matchup against Noah, he was able to dribble very much dribble against Noah, but Noah was able to keep up with him before he started to intervene and messed up Noah's flow. But the only physical feat I could say for him when Noah was about to score the second goal for Bayern Munich, he was able to push Noah a little bit, knock him off balance. But we all know that didn't help because of Noah's ambidexterity, and still got a shot off. But I can't really say much for his physicality, but he was able to push Noah a little bit and knock him off balance.
But hey, that's one step better. That's one step better than Loki, because this guy has not done anything physically, because he's never needed to. The man is just a physical pace beast. All he does is just speed with the ball and then scores. So I literally have no physical feats for him, unless he introduces it in the PXG versus BM game, which this is before that game starts. So in my perspective,
This one goes to Loki. My bad, Lavinho.
Yeah, definitely Lavinho. Lavinho could probably push Noah. I think Noah would treat Loki like a bug in terms of strength. So yeah, the fact that Lavinho even touched the man is insane. Alright, next we gotta go to jumping. So
jumping aspects for Lavinho in chapter... Hold up, give me a sec, everyone. He was able to jump over the Bayern Munich goalkeeper and score a goal. I say that's the only thing he has done so far. For jumping, he was able to jump over the goalkeeper and score like a freestyle goal. Yeah.
Well, for...
You know where I got this information from? It's chapter 164.
That's the chapter right before Noah scores, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it was the chapter after Kaiser did Kaiser Impact. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Loki, I don't remember what chapter he played against the team. I think it was like around chapter 60, but he has no jumping feats either, as he played them in the anime in episode 23 and 24, the last two episodes.
Okay, you can go, keep going.
But if we want to talk about jumping feats, Kylian Mbappe is not the greatest jumper in soccer, as we don't really talk about him doing headers. We mainly talk about him shooting. So since his character is based off of Kylian Mbappe, I'll just say he isn't the greatest jumper because Kylian Mbappe is not known for his jumping feats, as he doesn't really score headers.
So this one goes to Lavinho.
Yeah, definitely. Brazilian guys are jumpers, bro. They be jumping with the ball and everything.
I mean, his character was originated from Neymar, in real life Neymar. So I see.
Yeah, you can see with the tattoos and the I forgot when Neymar wore the blonde hairstyle. I think it was 2021 for nah, but they're referencing Barca Neymar, so it has to be 2016-17. Anyway, besides Barca, let's get into the third feat we're going to be talking about today, which is endurance.
Okay, so endurance, well, he's a dribbler and he needs to keep up with his fast step overs and his techniques, which would need fast reaction time and very quick thinking in the moments when he needs to move around the field. Well, we haven't seen him playing in a 90 minutes match, so I can't really give him much, but he was shown to keep up with Noah was, well, I can't remember there was a dialogue between them when they both went up against each other, and they were talking about somewhat losing against the other, but I don't remember what chapter it was, but yeah, I can't really give him too much credit, so...
Oh, that had to be chapter 163 for sure, or 164, one of the two. Because they talked about their Champions League game right before the play, so it had to be 163. For Loki, yeah. For Loki, he has a problem where he played in a probably shorter match than Lavinho, because Lavinho played 3 minutes, but we don't know how long it took for the World 5 to just dog water Team Win. And considering how many teams did come, I'm assuming I think there was a 24 difference between how many teams can play the World 5, if I'm assuming this correctly. Because every game they played, they had to wait 24 hours. So I'm assuming the World 5 wouldn't play the 24 hours. So the only feat I would give Loki is that he had to play 7 teams in like 7 different days, compared to Lavinho, who would only play like at best 10 in one game in every 10 to 20 days, since he is in the NL.
Okay, well, you're kind of right about that too.
So this one is a tough one, but the thing is, can he keep up that whole pace for a whole game? That's the only thing, because it's not like he has to try.
Loki and Zantetsu are both similar in both ways because they both have acceleration, explosive acceleration. Like Loki can switch gears, as in like Zantetsu can do as well. But I think he has to slow down a little bit to catch his breath and then like blitz again.
Right.
Like Zantetsu, he's not like Chigiri that can just sprint all the way.
That's true. And then also on the defensive end, he is more calm. He isn't like as fast as Isagi was able to get open, even though Rin did score. So it's like his defensive speed isn't as great as his offensive speed, of course, similar to Shido.
I mean, he's just 17 and playing for international teams.
Yeah, that is so true. This is a tough one. Who do we give this one to? The man who played 7 days, or the man who can contain his dribbles?
Would give this to Loki.
Yeah, I'd definitely give it to Loki because of the 7 days. I almost did give it to Lavinho before I remembered he did play 7 days, because Loki is still a child, as you said, so he would play with his stamina. He wouldn't be mature enough to use his stamina. But at the same time, Lavinho was a man-child, so I think Loki acts more mature than the man-child, so we gotta get this one to Loki. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, the next one is finally something for Loki. Speed!
That's totally no discussion.
That's not a discussion. That is Loki all the way, man. Loki dominates speed in every aspect of the way, except for off the ball speed because Lavinho does do a better job with off the ball. I'm not even gonna lie. Just because he's more experienced, but still, Loki when he has the ball, he's insane.
To be able to make short turns, like
Yeah, and then his even when defending his Sagi, he had these sharp turns instantly.
so. Yeah, this one is definitely going to Loki.
So not a tight 2 for 2. But sadly, the next one is sadly going to Lavinho as it's dribbling, like the dribble god.
Okay, here we go. So Lavinho's dribbling. Perfect dribbling. Lavinho has immense mastery with the ball, managing to dribble with it at any position with creative and fluid dribbles. His dribble skills is so high that when opponents try to block him, they end up falling to the ground or for not following his dance with the ball, managing to easily advance to the goal without losing the ball. So yeah, Lavinho is very good. I mean, he's literally the real life Neymar for Bluelock.
And he did that beautiful bow too. Yeah, like he's just a Neymar of Bluelock. So the next one is gonna be Ego. This one is hard actually, because you wanna talk about Lavinho's ego?
Okay, hold up. Okay, Lavinho was introduced as a very egotistical player and he's very confident in his abilities. Even when Bachira told him that Noah was the world's #1 striker, Lavinho went up to him and said he had the #1 inside of him, and that's the image that he can see and no one else can imagine. And which is very cool in a way, because he's basically saying he's better than everyone else, other than like Noki, Adam Blake, Pablo Cavasso, and Dava Silva. Which is kind of tough. He has a very crazy ego to be saying all of that, but yeah.
For Loki, he is very humble, but if he grows up to like Kylian Mbappe's age, I do believe his ego will grow, because right now Kylian Mbappe is like the most egotistical footballer ever, with demanding cashes, thinking he's the best in the world, owning PSG. But in terms of Loki, let's just stay in character for a second. Loki was very humble towards the team. He was always giving them chances, always letting them know that they were full of weaknesses, and he kind of overhypes them up. And even the way he coaches shows that he has no remorse or gives a damn for the Bluelock project's egoist. He just wants to do his own thing. So for this one, I'm definitely...
So this one it has to go to Lavinho.
Yeah, the man is sick in the head. #1 with all the beating he's taking. Yeah, he's not losing that spot. So right now, Lavinho is like 4-2 right now. Now we're gonna get into their primary weapons. So let's start with Lavinho's primary weapon.
Lavinho's primary weapon is his amazing dribbling and his style of football, Ginga. Ginga is something mixing between martial arts and dancing, but Lavinho mixed it with football and be able to steal another person's rhythm, is so to call it, as he says it.
Yeah, he did.
Not really much.
Sorry about that.
Which is not really much, but yeah. That's the only weapon he has. No ocular, no vision type weapon, none of that, but always the dribbles. Off to Loki.
Loki, I would say that his main weapon is just to utilize his speed to the fullest condition. We don't know if it will get tired out like Chigri in the U20 match, but he can always just switch off and switch on his engine at an insane rate and just score goals instantly. So now, how would they do on a one-on-one situation?
Okay, one-on-one, well, Lavinho's dribbles are insane, but I do think Loki can keep up with him. Let's say Lavinho's dribbling managed to nutmeg through him, and I would say Loki will be able to quickly respond and blitz right next to him again. So it's not really a competition between the two players.
Right. And then on the other end, if Loki was on offense and Lavinho was on defense, Lavinho has no way to stop him, because if he couldn't stop Noah, who is in his like damn 31 years old or something like that, he's not gonna stop a youngster full speed. He's 31, right?
Yeah, he's 31. Yeah.
Yeah, so if he couldn't stop Noah, he's definitely not gonna stop Loki, who is way faster than Noah. So, and if Loki has a chance of stopping Lavinho, I think Loki would have a better chance. We would definitely have to get this one to Loki. Loki's making a comeback in this video. Let's go.
Yeah. So we're off to
Team play.
how would Lavinho inverse a team? Well, he wouldn't be played as center. He would be played as center forward, or what's it called again? Left wing.
Yeah, left wing.
Because left wings have when they are positioning the ball, their job is to just push the ball upwards and just create openings. If you were to play a center forward, I wouldn't mind it because he's good enough to be there, but I would say his impact on the team would be very good.
Yeah, definitely he would, as he did come back and make an impact. And in the PXG game, he basically carry jogged them into tying 2-2. As for Loki, I can't really say how well he would do because he hasn't really been faced with a challenge unlike Lavinho. But I would say that his speed will always just be an insane factor to help the team out. But
it was proven in the World 5 arc against Rain, Butcher, and the rest of them. He was able to make an impact quick, and the other like world class players respected him.
Yeah, he scored the first goal, and he basically ended Isagi, Ryu, Tokimitsu, and Bachiro's hopes of winning, because they do state that Rin was the only one who continued trying after that first goal, which was insane.
Yeah, which is crazy, because Rin's spatial awareness and football IQ was crazy, and Loki was able to shut that down. Like, he was able to get in Rin's way and block his field of view, and Luna was able to steal the ball from him.
Yeah, even Loki comments this saying that you knew where I was going, but sadly you're not fast enough to stop me, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like no one would be able to stop Loki on the pitch unless you had a team of fast players like Chigyu and Zantetsu on the same team. But in terms of PXG versus Bartra, I do believe Loki did not join. I don't think Loki stepped on that pitch one time, as he never needed to.
Yeah. No, he didn't show up because Loki would have, if he were to join in the game, Lavinho would have never been able to be free. He would have put Lavinho on locks.
Yeah, he would have locked him down and just finished the game by himself for sure. But he really wants to.
In that match, Lavinho didn't score any goals. He was like playing as a midfielder or something.
He was definitely being like a left wing. You know Lala, right? He plays left wing, so Lavinho would have just played that role and supported Otoya and Bachu to score by, like you said, wingers go up, build the play, and help them score.
Yeah, like what he already said, even though Lavinho came in and together with Otoya and Bacher helped Bartra level the game. But it wasn't enough.
Right. And they didn't say anything about Loki, so that means Loki has not played one game.
Yeah.
So, but who would win in a team play?
I would give this one to Loki.
Yeah, I'd definitely give it to him too, because like, who's stopping the man? And even if you focus all your men on him, he can easily just pass it, similar to like a Lorenzo style to Barrow. So yeah.
And I would say he would have a cool switching between positions, like a midfield and then to a defender, quick.
He could do anything except for goalkeeper. Unless he's gonna be like Gargamel with the insane reflexes. That'd be fun.
Okay, next time we're on to who is the better coach.
Yeah. Let's start with Lavinho.
Okay, so Lavinho, well, Bartra is having a downgrade of losing 3 matches so far, or is it 4? I can't remember.
Nah, they lost 3.
Every match. They have lost every match in the NEL. And the only two players that benefit from Bartra is Batra and Otoya, who play styles are similar because they're both freestyle players. Even though Otoya can't dribble, they both benefit from it. I would say, yeah, Lavinho does not have any coaching abilities other than caring for himself, and that's it. And after Loki.
Before I get to Loki, Lavinho does have like a soft spot for Bachira. He did teach him how to tame his monster and to work on his footwork. So if you do find your originality and let it bloom, or Lavinho will help you with your footwork, but he won't teach football to anyone. That doesn't mean he won't help, but yeah, spot on. For Loki has a philosophy of he doesn't mess us with Rin and Cheeto's hate bond, so he made two teams that benefit him. He has the first team, which is Tokimitsu, Nanase, and the PXG nobodies. Wait, no, there's Charles on the team too. Your favorite PFP. And then we have Chapa as the left back. I don't know if Chapa is a new gen or anything special, but Charles, even though he might not be new gen, that boy is special. He's the heart of PXG, and Loki definitely did the right job of keeping him and Chapa in both rotations, which means they're probably like the two vital roles of the team. Now let's get into
Yeah, Loki is really good because, well, he was observing for like 2 games and made like 2 philosophies, like 2 different options for the teams.
Right. I think he let Rin's team just dominate the first game and then figured it out. Cause I feel like the second team 2 option definitely benefits Cheeto as compared to team 1, where it's everyone who's just good and with playing football around Rin, because Tokimitsu played with him in the second selection. Nanase played with him in the third selection. Now in Cheeto's team, it's Santetsu is a pacey boy, Karasu who is pacey as well, but he just makes quick counters, which would lead to a quick counter for fast goal for Cheeto. And you have Charles who can, yeah.
Karasu's analytical ability is very good for like defensive midfielder.
Yeah, Karasu is very good at that position. And then I'm definitely want that boy to get Metavision. He needs it.
And anybody who's watching this video, let's do a poll like where we do predictions on people are getting Metavision next.
Yeah, would be Karasu. Rin definitely has Metavision at this point. Would be Karasu, Nanase. Let me know in the comments. Let us know in the comment sections. Like, let us know. I already got a Karasu Metavision Fury cooking soon. Anyway, I feel like there's gonna be a third team though. I feel like 2 teams isn't enough for Loki. And I feel like the third team would consist of having Rin and Cheeto both go berserk, but Charles Ting just giving the pass to whoever can get it first. Because in the Ubers game, Rin and Cheeto are both there, but this fury might not be concluded if Loki hadn't figured out how to work with these 2 by then. So team 3 might not be possible or not, but there has to be a third team if Loki ever feels like playing against Bayern München. I feel like it would just be an all-out kill. Anyway, who is the better coach? It definitely has to be Loki, man.
Totally.
Like, he just knows his team. He made changes for sure from the Ubers match to this. Like, each game, he's just evolving as a coach. He's like a prodigy. He's getting used to it now. So I feel like for the last game, he would definitely evolve a new game plan as well for them. You know?
I would say it would feel like Snuffy, right? Like supporting his team with his speed.
Right.
Like how Snuffy is reading the game with his Metavision and helping his team for any unwanted visitors.
Right, I feel like he would just want his team to end it off well. But I feel like he might not play, but I also really want to see him play because I want to see how Noah handles that situation.
Yeah, so
At this video, Loki wins, I think, with the score of 5-4. This is actually a higher difficulty than I thought it would be for Loki. But yeah,
I do have a suggestion. If anybody wants to know, I already did this in the comments before. But if it's like you went to Barcha,
oh, that one is coming. Don't worry, man. There was a guy who posted so many what ifs, so I have like 20 what ifs to do. Isagi versus Barcha, that one can come. We could do a collab on that one if you want.
Yeah, sure, totally.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway,
if I don't have questions.
Yeah, whenever you can, man.
Sure.
Alright, time's running up. Gotta end the video. Let us know what content you guys want next.
Subscribe, like the video, and there'll be more content on the way.
Peace out. Bye. Hey everyone, we also got a collab video coming on Water Dragon's channel real soon. Gonna be fun. And we also got more Barcha content with Isagi coming to FC Barcha, so look out for those two videos.